It is now 12:45 p.m. Central Standard Time, August 27th, 2014. There are very potentially, with extremely serious consequences, serious lies being told against me by those nearest and dearest. I do feel, however, I've more than just some reason to believe that they themselves are being coerced, in addition to any potential financial incentive. So I'll be working on that, but first and foremost, if there is an emergency health issue, I will be working on that. I always have been a very responsible person. One of the most recent lies is that I took myself suddenly off of my medication, my thyroid medication, which is simply not true. So I'm going to show that here real quick. Toward the end of last year, October to November. This ironically was in Las Vegas, where ever since I was there, there's been one attempted setup after the other, which luckily is not stuck, but I know something eventually will if this activity is not made to stop, where every single thing I say or do, people are looking to manufacture it as some kind of way to incarcerate me or to get guardianship or conservatorship over me, etc. So this is very sudden to this extreme. It has surged the targeting in my life every 6 years of my life without missing a 6-year mark, including when I was 6 years old. Okay, levothyroxine, sometimes without the E, is generic for Synthroid. I blacked out the address because it's also shared with Doctors L and M at present. But I no longer really consider it my address. And I have not to date known whether to believe certain papers being presented to me for reasons evident by reviewing previous videos. See this one here? That's 175 micrograms by Dr. L. December 2000, up there, June 2012. Okay. This one is, let's see, 175 micrograms, same doctor, they're all the same doctor, date up there, June 2012. Okay, this third one of 8 here, December 16th, 2012, amount of the medicine is 150 micrograms. Okay, this one here is dated February 5th, 2013. The amount is 137 micrograms. Okay, this one here is dated April 2013. The amount 75 micrograms. I believe it had to go up a little bit from there temporarily, based on at least symptoms. And so it went up to 88 micrograms, July 14th, 2013. Okay, getting toward the end, it looks like 2 more bottles to look at. This one here, October 10th, 2013, the amount 50 micrograms. Okay, this one here, October 25th, 2013, that's the last one I was prescribed. And of this set here, and it is 25 micrograms, the lowest number of micrograms manufactured, ready to take. Lower than that I have sometimes taken, but they were compounded. So I am trusted inside the house. No one really thinks I'm a threat to myself or others. On days that I do not feel up to driving, I do not drive. I have an excellent driving record. I've been driving since before, frankly, being of age. I was doing that in Mexico, where it is not at all uncommon. Kids there, 9 years old, regularly drive their parents' pickup trucks to go and fetch things to and from the market, that kind of thing. So I was the one who drove my youngest step-sibling, Dr. M's youngest child, to and from school on a regular basis in Mexico, etc., when we were really both not quite of age. But in any case, there was no issue there in terms of the culture and all, and I think I won't say more about that. But this is many years later. This is, I think, an obvious car key, and I think quite recently I have up a letter that I do have permission to drive any of the cars anywhere in the United States or Canada. So, you know, inside the house, I don't feel like I should show them, but Dr. M has a lot of weapons. You know, as he mentioned in one of the Freedom of Mind videos, he used to work for the FBI, and he has different types of weapons. I think maybe I'll leave it at that. And he has helped me to learn how to use them, and they are not locked away from me, as well as any of the kitchen appliances, you know, all the utensils, all of them. So I don't think I should elaborate and focus in, but you know what I'm saying. And so no one really thinks that I am legitimately a threat to myself and or others anywhere around here, and I am not. And I told the DMV when it was relevant, when it was within a 5-year period, because it was 2006 December that I received a diagnosis letter of Hashimoto's encephalopathy, and I disclosed it to them when I most recently got my driver's license, because if I recall correctly, it was the time frame, and now I'm going from memory. It was like a 5-year window. If nothing had happened with it with regard to 5 years back, you did not have to, you know, talk with them about that. But I've never hidden anything like that or anything like that. I basically lived like a Girl Scout my whole life. So, I guess I'll close this out now, except just to say that I don't take anybody's word for anything right now. I think the reasons are obvious. It's not paranoia per se. It's based on experience. I am going to be checking if I'm being told that my thyroid might be urgently in need of stabilizing now. And if that's the case, I will stop and get the best help to stabilize it. It might in fact be from Dr. L and or Dr. M. I don't think things are black and white. I think they are very gray. As people who've been following for the last several years know, I've had certain problems with people trying to grab me and set me up that I've been documenting since I realized it and started documenting, at least since starting Snow Yoke by middle of 2007, posting regularly about both Snow Yoke, Stop Non-Consensual Experiments on All World Citizens Matters, and my own situation. And I do hear an issue with my breathing, and there have been some other symptoms I've been posting about recently, and that's a reason I've stopped myself from driving much recently. I hope I don't regret it, because I am in fact here in Alabama, and I'm being told that there might be some case about establishing whether I'm responsible, etc., coming up for September next week, just next week. So I'm going to be checking on that too. I don't know if it's safest to do that from within the state or outside of the state. I'll be checking with some legal consultation as to that. But I'm not trying to run from anyone who's legitimately trying to get a hold of me. If I don't know that that's what they're trying to do, then I don't know that that's what they're trying to do, including on the radio and in the Angelic Comforting in the Midst of Targeting Snow Yoke note, and in a recently shared interview with my mom before going on the radio about that note. We both experienced being targeted by an illegitimate police vehicle. Now, it might not even have been a real police vehicle. It was made to appear to be that of police officers, and they might or might not have been real police officers. My mom openly on the record testified as to that. Well, Dr. L. So one of the things I'm trying to determine if Dr. L is in fact my biological mother. But of course, if there's a health crisis with my thyroid or so causing or contributing to this difficulty I do hear with my breathing, then I will avoid driving as a responsible person, and I will tend to my health first and foremost, and I will review everything I've been posting to make sure that, just like I blacked out the address here, that I've taken all proper steps to protect any privacy issues and so forth I should be protecting. So I always have done that whenever I've been given proper opportunity to do that. When I most recently posted some things that included some full contact information, particularly a phone number for Dr. L, it's because I was having these kinds of things happen where I needed to show that, in fact, the messages that were coming in from who I said they were coming in from, including a text that I received that referred to language, used language such as how she urgently needs to get my thoughts under her control, or else there will be some kind of catastrophe, or else, I remember catastrophe or catastrophic. So I'll leave it at that for now. We'll take a quick look at the time to show that this is continuous. It is 12:57 p.m. Central Standard Time, August 27th, 2014. Thank you for your ongoing supportiveness. And I will announce if I find there is any real court date that I learn about through a reliable source. I will announce when and where, so that if anybody that can follow would please follow what happens to me. Thank you.